I got a question for you.
Okay.
Sarah. Given all your experience reading detective novels, Nancy Drew, detective video games, watching all the different detective shows, Law and Order, SVU, could you, with all that knowledge, solve a case, like a murder case?
I think my biggest issue would be just being scared and backing out.
Okay.
When things got a little hot, you know?
Easily shaken.
Yes. I could maybe like put the clues together, have one of those boards with all the string connecting the clues.
That would be you. Yeah.
That would be me. I wouldn't be on the ground, I would be the eyes and the ears.
Right. So we need like a duo, like
you're you could
brains.
Put yourself into the dangerous situation.
Okay. I guess we can do that. I'm gonna have to take some combat training.
Yeah.
Learn how to fire a gun.
I'm sure you could do it, right?
Pew, 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 pew. Freeze.
Learn how to like tail somebody.
Yeah. Probably develop some sort of
stealth skills.
Problem like alcohol. I feel like they always have like alcohol problem.
I mean, we can try to leave that out of the equation. But
drug problem.
You do you, I guess.
Cigarettes.
The reason that we are discussing detective things is because today, as you saw in the video title, we are watching True Detective, episode 1.
Episode 1. We've been looking forward to this for a while. We actually voted to see what was going to be our next TV show reaction following our Chernobyl TV show.
Quite a different show from
hopefully.
Chernobyl. Hopefully.
Yeah.
Sorry to disappoint anyone who was expecting The Boys. We will still be doing it. But you guys let us know that season 1 of True Detective is maybe not the only one worth watching, but probably the only one we'll do a reaction to.
Yeah.
So since that's a quick little, 8 episodes?
8 episodes.
We'll just do that and then have a little bit of a longer commitment
to The Boys. Yeah, everyone wins, right?
Exactly.
I feel like no one should have any issues or problems or concerns.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You better not complain.
How familiar are you with the two actors, Matthew McConaughey and Woody Harrelson?
Maybe a little bit more Woody Harrelson, but neither that much.
Okay. I grew up watching both actors, but they always have like this chill comedic vibe to them.
Yeah.
So it's going to feel weird for them to be like the center of the detective story.
Serious.
Yeah.
Grim,
right,
dark.
Gritty.
As always, if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to give it a like and subscribe to our channel. And we will be doing full-length reactions to every episode over on Patreon, so feel free to check that out. I'm definitely ready to put my detective shoes on. Pew, pew, pew. Some detective movies, shows, whatever, kind of give you clues that allow you to figure it out alongside the characters in the show. So I wonder if this is going to be like that or if it's going to be a bit more like twists and turns.
Yeah, whatever it is, we're gonna figure it out. Ooh. Yeah.
Ooh, good vibes. Very artsy vibes.
T-Bone. Music was by T-Bone. Imagine me being named T-Bone. I want to be named T-Bone.
I mean, I'm sure that was not T-Bone's given name at birth.
Got these clues.
Ooh, that's cool.
It's like a skull. Wow, good opening intro there.
Good opening song. I like it. Someone skulking about.
Someone carrying a body? Burning a body?
Oh, wow.
Burning more
field.
than that.
What do you think?
What up, Woody?
You paired up with him.
Eric.
Yeah.
Well, you don't
Martin.
pick your parents and you don't pick your partner. They used to call him the tax man for a while. Took 3 months till we got him over to the house for dinner.
Okay.
Around our big 419. That's what you all want to hear about, right? Dora Lang, kids in the woods.
Yeah, sure.
But when we finally got him over to the house, poor bastard looked like he was on his way to the firing squad.
Uh-oh.
Dora Lang, the occult ritual murder. You think the appetizer for that?
This is Cole.
Could you
All right, yeah.
hold off on
Can't do that here, no.
He's gonna do it anyway.
Big hug mug? Is that what that says?
Yeah.
It was January the 3rd, 1995, my daughter's birthday.
Got a kid? He looks a little rough, doesn't he?
Yeah. So these two are partners.
Cole and Eric.
Wonder if things ended badly between them.
Maybe. Oh, he's got hair.
So they must be talking to them a while later.
So yeah, 95 from 2012
Oh, it was 2012? Oh, wow.
from the
I didn't
camera.
even
It
notice
said.
that.
Oh, you don't see that every day. Looks like some sort of like, I don't know, ritual or.
You ever see something like this?
No, sir. 8 years CID.
Them symbols. It's satanic.
Maybe it's this calling card.
Was this meant for people to find?
It feels like it. Like it's displayed a certain way.
Tell me what you see.
Ligature marks on her wrist, ankles, and knees. Hemorrhaging around throat. Lividity at the shoulders, thighs, and torso.
That's why they called him the tax man. The rest of us had these little notepads or something. He had this big ledger.
I mean, you never know what the thing's gonna be, do you?
True. Good
A
strat.
little detail somewhere way down the line. makes
Yeah.
you say,
The aha moment.
We all fit a certain category. Man possessed by ungovernable rage, the brain. And any of those types could be a good detective, and any of those types could be an incompetent shitheel.
Which type were you?
Regular type dude with a big ass dick.
He's a comedian.
Yeah, that's his type, huh?
I was all right, better than some, but, you know, I knew how to talk to people.
He doesn't seem too
Rust?
bothered by it.
And he wasn't big on talking, except when you wanted him to shut up. But he was smart.
Quiet type, but good at what he does. What's his history?
Clouded in mystery.
I'd offer
my
you a seat,
gosh.
but
Don't mention it, I can't stay.
Gotta
I guess
believe
he just
this.
lives for the job?
Could be, yeah.
Past a certain age, a man without a family can be a bad thing.
Yeah, he's dedicated to his work, it looks like. Maybe that's all he ever thinks about.
this is gonna happen again. Or it's happened before. It's fantasy enactment. Ritual.
Okay.
Fetishization, iconography. Her body is a paraphilic love map. An attachment of physical lust to fantasies and practices forbidden by society.
He's got it all down.
You got a chapter in one of those books on jumping to conclusions?
Oh.
I think these two can balance each other out.
Yeah.
I guarantee this wasn't his first.
Yeah.
It seems too
Specific.
Yeah.
You gotta come to dinner. Can't put Maggie off anymore, so you just gotta.
He's so bothered by it.
He does. Nice home cooked meal could be a good thing.
Right. Yeah, because if your whole life is just focusing on all of this, you go a little crazy.
He decided it was a good time to invite me over for dinner, which I got a problem with. Because I'm thinking about my daughter's birthday, and I know I'm gonna have a drink.
Do you think something happened to his daughter?
Either he lost his family, like they left him,
And-
or maybe daughter died.
Hey,
And he's got a drinking problem.
Interesting.
So he's
So
got
that could be why he is the way he is.
ask you something. You're Christian, yeah?
No.
Why does he have that cross then?
I contemplate the moment in the garden, the idea of allowing your own crucifixion. I believe that people shouldn't talk about this type of shit at work.
Hold on.
I'd consider myself a realist, all right? But in philosophical terms, I'm what's called a pessimist.
Sounds about right.
Yeah.
Means I'm bad at parties.
Let me tell you, you ain't great outside the parties either.
I think human consciousness is a tragic misstep in evolution. We are creatures that should not exist.
Well, that sounds god-fucking awful, Russ.
We are things that labor under the illusion of having a self.
I don't think that
I
way.
think the honorable thing for our species to do is deny our programming.
What?
Stop reproducing.
Just let the human race die out?
Definitely
That is a pretty radical take.
Yeah.
What's the point of getting out of bed in the morning?
The real answer is that it's obviously my programming.
You're broken. You're a machine.
My luck, I picked today to get to know you. 3 months, I don't hear a word from you, and
You asked.
yeah, and
True.
now I'm begging you to shut the fuck up.
I wonder if he was like this before, like if
Yeah.
he lost his daughter.
Yeah.
Stacy Gerhardt, age 14.
Listen, when you're at my house, I want you to chill the fuck out. Don't even mention any of that bullshit you just said to me.
All right.
Two very different people,
Yeah.
but I think they're gonna make it work.
Yeah, he has quite the tortured soul, huh?
Yeah.
She had antlers. Fuck.
Yeah.
Well, we're gonna have to do a press conference. What about him? What do you think?
Doesn't care about making friends, but he's already running with it. He's got a real mind for it.
It's a nice way to put it.
The incident room is yours, and you do the briefing tomorrow.
Despite all that, he still wants to work with them, you know?
Yeah. I feel like he has the right sort of mind for it, for something so weird and strange and
Right.
disturbing.
Ooh, late night, looks like.
I got some names from Vice, Frost Farms. Check around on our DB.
You want me to go with you?
Nah, just something to do. Like I said, I'm feeling a lot of stuff hit me. At this time, my daughter's birthday, this dead woman.
Could be
State
anything.
Vice gave me some addresses to follow up on, so
Could it be like cough medicine or something?
That's why I thought of. So it looks like he uses his work to just take his mind off maybe some reality, harsh reality that he went through. So he's gonna
maybe
look
you can
around.
find information about her, who she is.
Yeah, the Jane Doe.
I'll get the next round.
You making trouble for us, sir?
No, I'm just looking to get some information on a woman.
Yeah, they have two very different lives.
Yeah, I'm sure it'd be tough working a case like this and then having kids and
Right.
just-
Thinking the worst sometimes.
Either one of you know a woman about your age, works the same place.
What kind of tits she have?
Medium,
You
a
know,
little larger than yours.
Very specific.
Proportion to the body, natural.
There's a girl named Liza, another called Destiny, but I seen Destiny yesterday at McDonald's.
so
What
Liza.
about Liza?
She's here.
You get pills pretty easy. Relax. I want some.
Oh, painkillers maybe?
Quaaludes. Anything barbittle.
Oh, that'll knock you out.
I like that.
What's it like?
I don't sleep.
What a mess.
Ah, kids. Oh no. That'll destroy your back.
Yeah, tough day.
Caught up. Bad one yesterday. Just couldn't sleep.
Missed you the last couple days.
I got a shower.
At the press conference.
Oh,
Got a
right.
debriefing today.
Yeah.
Maybe a press conference later.
He's got no
Yeah,
time
that
for his
sucks.
family.
Dora Kelly Lang. Prize for shoplifting, possession.
Lang.
There it is.
A Martinville landlord says she hadn't lived there in almost a year. She's got an ex-Charlie Lang who's doing 8 in Voiles for bad checks.
That's a lot of information.
Yep, he's on the ball.
Not a print on her. We got ligature marks on the wrists and ankles. It's bound by a half-inch rope. Toxicology hit for lysergic acid and methamphetamine.
It's crystal and LSD.
How much LSD?
Hard to say.
What about this stuff?
Well, the crown, for lack of a better word, early cane, switchgrass, wrapped around a bent branch. The horns are deer antlers. It's all primitive. It's like cave paintings. Maybe you ought to talk to an anthropologist.
It's gonna be a tough one.
Yeah.
Seems real personal.
I don't think so. It's iconic. And in some ways, it was
Precise.
impersonal. Think of the blindfold. This place is like somebody's memory of a town, and the memory's fading. It's like there was never anything here but jungle.
Stop saying shit like that. It's unprofessional.
Oh, is that what I'm going for here?
Yeah, it is kind of spooky though. Just an abandoned town.
Feels like a wasteland.
You get any sleep last night?
I don't sleep. I just dream.
There it is with the weird chant.
Newspapers are making hay. Church groups.
Word's getting out.
Detective?
You stay busy now. The business?
Well, yeah, I got the security firm, PI stuff, routine. Some advice, you make it out, you stay busy. Ask her about anybody she was seeing, regular customers, meth dealers, rough johns, anything.
Huh. Any ideas yet?
No, I need a little bit more information.
Yeah.
But I'm sure there's another murder coming soon. He might strike again.
Was that
You believe in ghosts?
You think that was his
not
daughter?
a real girl?
What if his daughter was murdered?
That's what I'm feeling. Like maybe he wants to find his daughter's killer as well or something.
Yeah.
Is it the Fondo girl?
Who? Why would you ask that?
Don't know. Went missing around here years back.
You know where the family lives?
A couple streets down. They moved after.
Did you know the Fontenot girl? One went missing.
Her? Her family come to our service once or twice, 5 or 6 years back. I want to ask y'all something. Y'all think maybe this have something to do with those cats? Somebody caught them up, turned the insides out, and nailed them to the front door twice.
Oh.
Seen him anywhere?
No, they look like something that might be carved into a tree or something. Now, that looked like something my old auntie taught us how to make when I was attacked. Old auntie told us that they were devil nets. You put them around the bed, catch the devil before he get too close. Now, that's all we got on the Fontenot girl.
Well, there's nothing in here. It's just possible report made in error.
Now, that was
That's it?
5 years ago. Ted Childers was sheriff back then.
Little girl goes missing, that doesn't go statewide.
Now,
Yeah.
hold on now. My understanding, the little girl went off with her birth daddy.
R&I said you had a complaint these parts around December. Little girl getting chased through the woods.
Oh, yeah. Little girl said a green-eared spaghetti monster chased her through some woods. We had her work with a sketch artist.
Is there anything-
And she told us that looked exactly right.
Ooh, that's strange.
Maybe a mask?
Listen, boys, I'm gonna have to call a time out, make a beer run.
Why don't you hold off on that for a while?
Oh, a beer. He's drinking?
Yeah, looks like it.
Because it's Thursday and it's past noon.
Oh, gosh.
Thursday is one of my days off. My off days, I start drinking at noon.
I wonder what he does for work.
Yeah.
Because it doesn't really seem like
He's
he'd be doing this anymore.
No. There's a religious theme, looks like, to it.
Yeah,
To the murders.
for sure.
Young victims.
And we are not yet in a position to release the identity of the victim or to offer details of the crime. Hopefully, we'll have a suspect for you in custody soon.
You want to talk Dory? What she said I done now?
She called up here for you not too long ago.
I mean, she couldn't help me anyway, man. She sounded fucked up. Got the number to a friend Carla, got her to call me back, and she ain't make no fucking sense. Talking about she's gonna become a nun.
Why none?
Talking about she met a king.
Oh, no.
Shit. What Dory do?
Dory's dead.
Lone Star. So it looks, I wonder if he's still back in Texas. Got the Texas beer.
Whole story from your end, you don't mind. You know, like he said, files got ruined.
That's what we're here for.
Hurricane Rita.
Oh, okay.
This is about something else. Something new that one of Lake Charles.
Copycat?
What about that dinner you mentioned? He turned up drunk.
It was kind of funny, the flowers. You know, like he read somewhere that if you get invited to dinner, you're supposed to bring flowers. You don't drink with me or the boys. And you gotta get a load on before you visit my family.
No, Mark, it's not like that. I don't drink because I've had trouble with it before. I didn't mean to. I was checking out to see how I ended up hanging around a bar. Sitting there, I couldn't think of a good reason not to.
Damn. Felt bad for the guy.
Don't worry about it. Have some more coffee. Just try to make 10 minutes of conversation. I'll call Chris or somebody. Get you out of here.
Do you think he'll open up at all?
Hopefully.
I'm sorry, man.
Oh.
Forget it. We'll try this some other time.
Well, it seems like their relationship's improving.
Yeah.
Well, I tried to tell her you aren't big on socializing.
I said your life's in this man's hands, right? Of course you should meet the family.
Not quite as dramatic as that, hon. I've never fired my gun.
Have you?
Oh. What's he going to say?
Yes.
You shot people? Macy.
You don't want to shoot people.
But you have.
What's with these kids?
They're grilling him.
Oh, be right back. Y'all keep eating.
You're not married?
Once. Not anymore.
These two are troublemakers.
She passed. Marriage didn't last long after that.
Christine was on the phone for you. Something about, CI.
What do you know about him, Marty?
Not much.
Not a lot.
You ever ask him about himself?
You do not want to pick this man's brain.
Maybe you should. And I'm sure he heard that.
Thank you for dinner, Maggie. This looks great.
My pleasure.
I think he's gonna stay a little longer.
Maybe.
So you, need to go or what?
No, it's nothing. Can't wait till tomorrow.
Aww.
Nice. Maybe he likes it.
So, you and Cole went bad
Look at that.
too, huh?
Look.
What happened between me and him don't have nothing to do with Dora Lang. I worked with Russ Cole for 7 years.
Wow.
People change.
What happens?
You stay in touch?
No.
Maybe they do. That's a lie.
I haven't talked to Russ in 10 years.
That makes sense. That adds up.
And I don't hold grudges. I believe that's the shit that leads to cancer. Y'all want to walk through the Lang case?
Yeah.
Fine. This other stuff, what's going on?
We just heard some stories.
Just some stories.
I'd like to understand this process.
Did they do some questionable things during the case?
You guys handled the bars pretty good today.
Why'd you do your own fucking legwork, you rat fuck?
Don't mess with them.
Oh, a slap?
Say it again with me.
Fuck you, Taxman.
Taxman.
A slap to the face.
Marie Fontenot said her uncle's Danny Fontenot, pitcher, LSU.
Yeah, I watched him play.
You might know the Reverend Tuttle. He runs our statewide charity drive.
We've been discussing the viability of a task force to investigate crimes with an anti-Christian connotation.
Do what?
I don't need to tell men of your positions, but there is a war happening.
Oh,
Here we go.
give me a break.
Fucking believable. Anti-Christian. You fucks.
Is that the,
The depositions.
Oh wait.
Oh.
I thought she had a
Oh.
I thought she had a bruise on her eye. So why are they digging more in depth about the relationship between Cole?
I mean, they seem like they want to know about Cole.
Yeah.
And they don't seem too friendly.
No.
So maybe they think he's done something?
You all checked on Marie Fontenot. Why?
She had an uncle who lived nearby. And we'll call it intuition.
Sometimes he's more responsive. I'd like to help.
Is he in bad shape, the uncle?
we wanted to ask you about your niece, Marie.
How much could you put on one family? I asked the Lord.
We had heard that Marie ran off with him and she wasn't really missing. Do you know where Debbie is now?
She married another man. Not the one she's with Marie.
What's he seeing?
I don't know.
So that looks like another dead end.
What is it Dan has, if you don't mind my asking?
All they ever told us was a cerebral event.
Has he found something?
Check.
Maybe.
What if it's one of those things?
Oh, that'd be interesting.
The devil catchers. Oh, yeah.
Shit.
And the plot thickens.
I haven't looked in there since the police first came.
You think it's been there the whole time?
It has to, maybe.
Bet you want to hear the hero shout, huh? A place we carried the kids out.
Eventually, sure. Can you tell us anything about that, Mr. Cole?
Yeah, it looks a lot like the one from 95.
Oh.
Well, you knew that already.
They think it's him, don't they?
Oh.
How could it be him?
If those details weren't let out.
If we already caught him in 95.
Unless they didn't.
How indeed, detectives?
The cig, the drink.
and start asking the right fucking questions.
Oh. We got a case on our hands.
Yes, we do. So it's more about, present day. It's present day and past. Oh, this is exciting. All right. Episode
Numero
1.
Lots to unpack.
A lot of background information, kind of setting the stage for everything. But I feel like there's already a lot to discuss and to go off of.
We got Cole, Marty, 2 different people. We have Marty, the family man. But I don't know. I feel like maybe the relationship could be on the rocks. He's never home, it seems like.
Yeah.
And then you have Cole, who called himself a pessimist, lost his daughter. We still don't know how. Like you said, a bit of a tortured soul.
Yes. And it looks like he is even more so in the current day.
Present day.
Of the show.
Yeah.
So, I don't know. Like, you think they solve the case and then things kind of go, well, no, because they worked together for 7 years.
Yes.
So, I wonder what happened that led to him no longer being a cop?
Yeah, and what led to them falling out. And so they haven't spoken to each other in 10 years. I don't believe that.
Yeah, according to Marty. Why would he lie, though?
Present day, what we know is... It looks like Marty's still working.
Yeah.
Not sure what his family situation is like. Cole's looks pretty rough.
He looks rough. He's smoking. He's drinking all day.
Yeah.
And I definitely see him like these police. So they're in Texas now.
Yeah.
So is that where the new body was found? Is it in Texas?
Which is going back to what you were thinking, right? If it is in Texas, are they assuming that it's him? Yeah, Cole doing this.
They seem pretty aggressive towards him, and the fact that they're like, oh, they didn't release certain details. There's only so many people who should know the details. Yeah, and I guess just his erratic behavior, his drug issues probably, and drinking.
Cole was just like, I guess from an outsider, a bit weird, different, quiet.
Yeah.
You know.
You could tell, like, whenever he asked to see the body, they're kind of like, oh, we've been waiting for this to happen. Like, you know?
Right.
It's kind of like, like when I've watched Law and Order SVU in the past, they always have the criminal like wants to see their work in a photograph. So it kind of feels like that was what they were trying to get at. But I think he just wants to solve the case.
Right. So there's another murder coming up, which leads to 2 things, right? 1, did they not catch the original murderer? Or 2, is there a copycat? And is the copy? I don't think the copycat.
It's too early to tell.
Yeah.
If it could be Cole. My gut feeling is no. Like, he definitely has a unique perspective on the world, at least from what we're seeing in the past. I don't know how much he's changed since then, but it doesn't seem like a killer perspective. And then
I know Marty did say, like, when they fell out, like, oh, people just change. So I wonder what exactly he meant by that. But then we gotta look at the actual crime itself. It seems like it's rooted, I guess, in some sort of religious fashion, right?
Yeah.
The same person who killed the girl probably was the same person that did the whole thing with the cats
on the church.
Is this like a cult thing? Is it?
Well, it sounds like it's just one
person.
One person.
I don't know. Just the whole thing about like what the victim had said to her husband in jail, like, "Oh, I found my king." LSD. Like if she's like tripping on LSD, I don't know if it's like some sort of that kind of cult-like relationship, or is it just, I don't know.
So you think it's like a big group of people?
Or just one guy has multiple victims.
Over the years. Yeah. Yeah, I feel like they don't really have any information yet about who the person is. Like, they're getting information about the victims. But they don't really seem to be connected in any way. Maybe the earlier victims could be more of a clue because the person would be sloppier earlier.
Not as perfected in his craft.
Yeah.
Initial thought is like, what if it's like a pastor doing this?
Oh yeah, I was suspicious of that guy.
The reverend, the guy that came in, right?
He looked suspicious.
I just, sometimes in these, circumstances, like in the shows or whatever, it's always like the person you least expect.
Right.
You know.
Or maybe somehow he could be connected or know of it or something weird.
Cole said, you want to get to the hero part where we saved all those girls?
Yeah.
So I wonder if it's like, that goes back to like when they cracked the case and solved it. But there's more, you know.
I mean, maybe it is a big group that is like held prisoner or something.
Yeah.
Who knows? I feel like the environment of it being like a very small, rural, southern kind of area, just it adds to the creepiness a little because I feel like the power dynamics are interesting in a setting like that, especially with religious figures and then like all of these homes that are kind of in bad shape, you know. You can tell that people are living in not necessarily squalor, but not the best conditions.
And almost, like where they found the devil catcher at that lady's house, it felt almost like abandoned and haunted. So it all just adds to this whole eeriness.
I wonder if the wife of Marty will tell him about Cole's daughter.
Yeah.
It was interesting. They're very opposite experiences with him, you know, because he was kind of, I don't know, getting some insight into Cole's very like pessimistic but more philosophical side, whereas the wife just kind of got a much simpler but deeper look into why he is the way he is. I guess that's she can understand why he is how he is.
Right.
Whereas Marty just is like, wow, this guy is just whack.
Yeah.
He has a weird perspective on life. So do you think do you have any theories about the daughter? I feel like it makes sense that she was either murdered or kidnapped or just disappeared, maybe.
So either, maybe she went missing, they never found her.
I feel like that's the only reason he would be so driven. I mean, his apartment had like nothing but books on murder and crime.
Yeah, just
Why would he be so obsessed?
Yeah, it's going to be a show that you just need to pay attention to every little detail, especially since they go back and forth in the past, right?
Yeah.
Present day, the past, like one little conversation, if you misread something, it could lead you astray.
And we need our own book.
Yeah.
We can become the tax man.
Honestly, not a bad idea.
I think we're going to call it for the first episode of True Detective. I'm really looking forward to the rest of this.
I want to solve this case.
I feel like because it is only 8 episodes for this whole story to take place, each episode will feel really valuable.
Impactful.
And we won't want to miss a thing.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for watching, and we will see you in the next one.
Bye.
Bye.